Greetings, travelers! So today, aside from continuing to test the mod pack and the mods in it, I have a special treat that I will be showing everyone. Once Val gets on with me, we will both be showing off the secret project I've been working on for Space Odyssey. So, I'll be back once she's on and we're ready to go.
Water pack. Camel pack.
Yes. So what I would suggest before we go and show everybody the sneak peek is there's a sky chest here that's empty. Just put everything in there so that way when we go up we have nothing with us just in case badness happens.
Okay.
And then take this night vision potion.
Okay.
And this dislocator. And that'll get you up there when we're ready to go show everybody. And then we can just destroy those when we are done.
Okay. Sounds good. I have removed everything. Oh, and by the way, if I remember correctly, your Davy lamp in the mining chest by the mine entrance?
Yes, I saw that part of your stream, so yes,
okay.
I will go grab that and continue mining, because I do want to do some machines and stuff, and get us kind of going through the chain, hopefully.
Okay, cool.
So if you're ready, let's go ahead and show everybody the... Well, I'm sure they'll see the little window in the corner, but the secret that we've been talking about.
The secret. Alright. Off to the... Alright, in chat, hello to Spyro and Potato Gods. On Twitch, welcome to the stream. How is it going?
Forgot how dark it is in here.
Yeah, it is dark, so now the night vision potion? At my feet, or... I guess at my feet.
You should have been affected since it's a splash potion. You should have actually gotten from mine as well.
Oh, okay, I do, and I still can see absolutely nothing. I'm in a blackness of black. I do have the night vision, but I'm in blackness.
You might be too high up.
So
just do a general TP to me, and that'll move you out of the blocks you're in.
Okay. No, not TP.
And I'm not sure if you've ever played with Galacticraft, Val, but I will warn you ahead of time, the gravity is something that is very difficult to get used to.
Okay. I still see nothing. Not even you.
That's kind of odd. Let me look at your screen. Hold on a second.
Okay. Potato Gods. Well, we might have to make some circles just for you, Potato Gods. We have one on the screen right now. The map is one. Decorated with tiny little circles where the directions are. Log out and log back in again. Okay, that's
yeah, I was going to say, that may be what you need to do, because that's odd that it's so black.
Good idea, Pied Piper. Thank you.
Still black?
Yes. Okay, I'm just going to stay right here in case I could try F3A. I'll try F3A. Yeah. It's still a secret because I can't see it, whatever it is. I don't know. Okay, I'm looking down and spinning around and seeing nothing. I'm looking what I think is halfway up. Looking around, I'm seeing nothing. Looking directly up, nothing. I can't even see you. Yet I supposedly teleported to you. Yeah, exactly, Pied Piper. It's so secret, even I am not allowed to see it.
Right? Did that make any difference?
I
Or is
can
it
try
still
logging out.
black?
It's still black. I'll try logging out, logging back in again, see if maybe we found an issue. Which, of course, is the point of the alpha testing. Uh, hmm. Break a block. Well, I would, but there aren't any for me to break. Am I standing on anything? Wait! Okay,
Can you see everything now?
I can see a sky field, and I saw you in sort of a ghostly form, and there's the planet below, and I'm kind of standing near a black circle-ish thing, but it's utterly black.
That is odd. Let me take a look at your screen. Give me one sec.
And yeah, I see what you mean about getting used to being in space. I can see the shape of the station, but it's like a black outline.
That's very odd the way it's rendering for you. I wonder if that's a bug with Galacticraft that will need to be reported.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of makes it difficult to show off
Yeah,
what's
it
been
does.
worked on.
I mean, we can see the shape of it, but that's
Well,
about
nothing
it.
else you can show the shape off, but yeah, that kind of is just, that's weird, because I even saw that I look like a black outline. So it's like when
Yeah.
you're here in
Whoa,
space,
what?
nothing is rendering.
No. But I do see what you mean by you have to get used to how you're moving in space, because it's not the same.
Oh yeah, and you will accelerate very quickly if you try to overcompensate.
Yep. As I can tell. No,
I just saw you go shooting off somewhere off in the vastness of space.
No. I think I know where it is, but I'm trying to get back to it. Ah. Okay. I think I'm lost again.
Let me get out here, so if nothing else, I'll get a good shot of it.
Well, you can see it on the map.
It's just odd that it's not rendering for you.
Yeah. All right. Well, now that I can actually, I'm kind of here. I'll try logging back in again once I get back to the space station.
Alrighty.
So you have to kind of break. Is that how it works?
Yeah, maybe it's a lighting thing. You know, just break break a block, and then see if that kind of makes everything update for you.
Okay, I can try if I can actually get to this station.
Because yeah, it looks like the night vision is what's not. Because when I let the night vision run out, it looks just like what it did in your screen. So maybe night vision for some reason didn't work for you.
Well, when this one goes off, if I can actually land on the space station, which I keep shooting away from. Yes, it is very hard to get used to this.
There, that'll instant stop you.
Okay. And now I can't see it again. Yeah, now it's gone again.
Do you have the night vision?
Night vision is still on. I'm waiting for night vision to wear off.
Ah, so yeah, we just have to wait for that to wear off, and then...
It has 27 seconds left.
Well, not too far.
But I can see the outline of the spaceship now. Okay, so that's why it looked all black to me, because oh no, but I didn't even see the star field before, so... So I should be able to just throw this at my feet when this goes away.
Well, yeah, because what I'm thinking is if it's the night vision, I don't know, maybe it didn't register because I threw it at you too quickly after you showed up, and you hadn't finished loading in. I don't know.
All right. Well, actually, now I can see the blocks. They're black, but I can actually see the edges of the blocks now. Okay, here goes. Nothing. Oops, I accidentally broke a block. Oh, when I put night vision on, it goes completely black.
How weird.
So the best I can do is get a bucket of milk here. Get rid of the potion effect.
Well, we try to figure out what the bug is, just so that everybody knows when they do see it. It's currently all made out of blue stained clay. That is simply because got it in the building stage and trying to get the overall shape and layout, and then I'll go back through and replace it with whatever blocks I decide to use for the main material. Okay. But it'll at least give everybody an idea of what the shape's going to be, and hopefully, if we can figure out why your client is doing what it is, it's so weird, they can take a look at it. But yeah, I don't get that bug.
And you can't drink milk, apparently, or at least I can't drink it in space.
Well, I think because it's not an ill effect, it's just a night vision. That's probably why it's not letting you drink the milk.
Well, I'm going to give myself a Draconic Helm and see if its night vision does anything different.
That works. You may have to map the key.
Ah, yes.
You can try decimal, because I think that's what I had mine set to.
Decimal?
Yeah, the one on the number pad on the keyboard.
There we go. Okay, but we still have to wait for the other night vision to go away, which is 20 seconds. Or no, it replaced it. Okay, that actually works, kind of. Okay, so with the Draconic Helm night vision on, I still can't see it. But at least now I can actually turn the night vision off. Okay. And I can see a little bit of the station.
That's just really odd, though. Honestly.
It is. Is there anything else you wanted me to do to test this?
That's what I'm trying to think, because I see what you're... Well, you get sunlight. If you move to the top, do you at least get to see the top part in full color, or is it still black even when you get to the top?
Well, I'm trying to get up to the top. Can you go up? I'm pressing the space bar and I can't tell if I'm going up. I'm moving away. I'm sinking.
Well, I do see you. You're a little more than halfway up the full height of the space station.
Yeah, I'm just slowly sinking. There we go. Okay. Had to go back. I was trying to see if I could go up with whatever effect this was, but it wasn't letting me.
Yeah, I mean, you should notice right away if it's the blue stained clay blocks once you get to the top, because they're kind of lit by the moon and the sun. Everything underneath is black because obviously there's no sunlight under there.
Right. And so somewhere I broke a random block.
That's all right. I only put this on with the server just so that we could kind of show it off, and inadvertently found a bug, which is good because now we can try and track down the source of that bug. But bad because nobody can see it in your stream.
Well, they can see the top in full color, so that's good.
Oh, okay. So then it's just something with the night vision. Then for some reason that's
exactly
kind of wonky.
Something to do with space, maybe? Something that Galacticraft does with space?
I don't know, because it wasn't doing that to me. That's why I'm kind of confused.
Oh. Well, you know me. But if it can be broken, I'll break it.
But yeah, I mean, at least if you see the top, the power generation that I've set in place for the space station as I get everything figured out. The cool thing with the Galacticraft, the advanced solar panels, is, as you can see, they kind of follow the path of the sun and the moon to get optimum solar power.
Well, that's cool. So like a sunflower, basically.
Basically, yeah.
The way it turns with the sun.
And of course, Minecraft days being as short as they are, you really get to see them move, where the sunflower you may not.
This is true.
The inside really hasn't been fully done yet. It was just, that's the starting point. There's probably, I think last count was like 12 to, I think, 14 floors inside the space station. Most of it's going to be the quote-unquote housing of the people living here. But, you know, right. I've got space set aside for the command deck, for environmental, for engineering. Once I kind of, the biggest thing right now, I'm trying to figure out the ceiling, because with Galacticraft in outer space, there's no air. That's why we're here in creative. Mm-hmm. You have to seal rooms. For some strange reason, the amount of space that one sealer can do was set at only like a 10 by 10 by 10 block area.
I see.
And there's no way to expand that, so I'm trying to figure out optimum placement, because obviously I can't have players starting out on a space station and then suffocating to death.
That would be unfortunate, yes.
Right, so the plan is to try and figure out optimum layout and how to set it up, because to set up infrastructure so that it naturally is supporting with the power and oxygen generation, I would need a space. Half the space station would have to be set up to produce oxygen and power, which goes against what I'm trying to do. So, yeah, I've been experimenting with it. So, this space station is going to be the trickiest part of the content that I want to do for the mod pack. But I figured at least everybody could kind of see what I've been working on.
Yeah. Oh, this is cool. I'm just going to check chat now and see if we have questions. And Delvin, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Potato says you're rebuilding the Death Star, and that it looks like a mushroom. Well, we did start in a mushroom biome in the servers, so, you know, that could be the influence.
Right, and yeah, it does kind of look like a mushroom being all purplish color. That will change once I get more of the blocks and the material that I actually want this built out of done, because there's going to be windows and everything else. But, again, the ceiling is the hardest part of getting this thing set up.
Right. Well, that makes sense that you would use a placeholder block to build the overall structure of it, and then you replace it with what you actually want. Once you decide what that is. So, yes, I see what you mean about space.
It's just the slightest little tap, and you will just keep moving forever until you hit something to stop.
Yeah, well, that kind of makes sense. That's how space is. Which is why you want to have tethers. So, that brings me to mind. Does Galacticraft have tethers so you don't go flying off into space?
No, and that's something I've played with this mod back in 1.6.4, and even back then it was the idea of, this is supposed to be relatively high tech. Why isn't there some kind of gravity generator so that when you build a space station on the moon or a space station out here in the middle of outer space, that you can create artificial gravity? The effect of zero gravity in outer space is cool and all, but is not very conducive to just routine anything.
Yes.
I mean, as you can tell, I just barely tapped, and here I have been this whole time we're talking, and I've just slowly moving away without stopping. Yep.
When I was away from the station and just came back now, I did a light tap and didn't touch it after that until I, stopped running into the solar array here.
Exactly.
And Pied Piper is asking, about our butterfly and dragon.
That would be Infinity Raider. He mentioned the other day he is going to be spawning that off as a separate mod at some point. Mm-hmm. But right now he has created that as kind of a thank you to everybody that's on the Phoenix team, which Val and I are a part of. and he had a sheet where everybody kind of put what they wanted for a companion or just some kind of effect. Some people had glowing orbs around them. Val, of course, picked the butterfly, and I wanted a dragon, and that's how we got it. So it's client-side only. Obviously, if you're playing with the Agrocraft mod, if you're playing with other people, they ideally should have it so everybody gets to see it. But it's only on the client side that you see it. The server has no part of it.
Which makes sense because it's not an actual entity. It's just basically a piece of bling that looks cool.
Very cool.
And Potato, is there a gravity mod, Potato Gods? That works with Galacticraft? But anyway, yes, so I know Infinity was here last Saturday when we first debuted the Dragon and Butterfly, because he wanted to be here when it was first seen on stream, which was awesome, and I thanked him then, letting him know how fantastic it was. So the part I didn't know was I knew he was going to spawn on off as a mod at some point, but I didn't know. I suspected, but I didn't know for sure that it was currently restricted to as a thank you to members of the Phoenix team.
Yeah, currently that's the only people that get the benefit of the perk. Because we're special.
Yeah, we are. We're special. But that does mean if he's thinking of spawning it off as a mod, that eventually other people will have access to it as well. At least that sounds like it anyway.
Right.
But,
so I've made it back to the base if you want to just TP to me, and then we will dispose of the 2 items that we have and get to business. Oh yeah, do COFH space TPX.
I can't just go TPX?
No, that's a miscraft command, and we don't have that. So you got to add the COFH because they added the same command, but you had to do COFH.
Right. Okay, well, let me empty my pockets of my illegally gotten gains. Alright, back into survival. And I just realized that I have one of my controls set up incorrectly. When I was setting them, I did one incorrectly. Now I gotta find it. Just bear with me a moment while I find it.
Yeah, currently Atrox was actually working on not only the progression of mods in here to kind of help with when we start doing quests, but he's also working on optimum key configuration. So that once we get a at least beta release, we'll be able to have the keys fully figured and fleshed out.
That will be awesome. I tend to, mind you, I'll probably use my... That's the one I want. I tend to use the ones that Slash is used in a couple places. That's unfortunate. Where is it used? Anyway, I like to use certain commands the same in every pack, so that way I don't have to keep remembering which one I'm playing and changing my keys accordingly.
Oh no, that makes sense.
Mentally.
I figured most people do that. They have certain mods, they use the same keys every time so that their brains don't have to try and relearn everything.
Mm-hmm.
I do the same thing.
Alright, let's just do that.
So give me just a minute, Val. I will be right back.
Alrighty, come on everybody.
And I'm back, Val.
Excellent. By the way, there is apparently a mod that has gravity in it called Star Miner, and it's Japanese.
But is it compatible with Galacticraft?
Do not know.
I can take a look at it. I've heard of that mod, but I can definitely take a look. If it's compatible, then maybe I will use it. If nothing else, maybe I'll use it and then move the space station to, I don't know, a void world, and maybe we'll just eliminate Galacticraft because I can replicate space using other mods instead.
There is that.
Speaking,
So
go
I
ahead.
was just to say, somebody suggested the Swiss Army knife, but it looks like it's a custom NPC thing that I can't make, unless it requires a special station or something to make it with.
Oh, a lot of custom NPC blocks do require the custom NPC crafting table.
Okay.
Let me see if I can figure out what that is.
Yeah, okay. So what does the Swiss Army knife do, Pied Piper? Or Potato Gods, sorry. Potato Gods is the one that mentioned it. Alright, so we can actually get some wool now. I was going to make some adventurers' backpacks. And now we can also breed the sheep so we can get more of them. Now I just need to switch out this for an actual fence. Or gate, rather. Without anybody taking a trip. There we are.
He does not seem to have a recipe for that carpentry bench, so maybe that's something I'll have to put in.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of mods real quick, I did want to let everybody know that as of this version, because we're using the most recent alpha, which is 0.5.4, I have removed Minecraft Comes Alive. The features that it had for creating a new town and everything did not fall with what I wanted to do with the pack, and putting more thought into it, it really didn't seem to fit with the theme of where I was going with the ideas on this pack. So that's one of the mods that recently has been decided to no longer include.
Alrighty. Figured as much. That I did mention it earlier that you were probably going to be taking that out if it wasn't already out. So, cool.
So that's going to be it for this episode. I do want to thank everybody for stopping by, and have a great day.